Hi, this is Vance. In this video, we'll look at how to create a real-time advanced filtering and search grid layout using the WordPress plugin Gridbuilder WP. They're running a limited time discounted lifetime deal for the ultimate license, which allows installation on 100 websites at a one-time payment of $449.40. It's a facet WP alternative and is a relatively new player that entered the market 2 years ago. Why I like it is because it's lightning fast, cleanly coded, offers a developer API, and very intuitive. The Grid Builder functionality is probably the best in the market at the moment, which you'll see in a short while to understand what I mean. We'll rebuild the e-commerce demo on the website, although you can build anything such as a portfolio, a blog, or even a map, which is kind of like a real estate or hotel booking kind of website, which I guess this is one of the more popular use cases as well, apart from the e-commerce one. Okay, they have quite a number of add-ons right now, which allows you to use WP Grid Builder with things like Elementor, Oxygen. So if you're already using these two page builders, WP Grid Builder is integrated with these two page builders with an add-on that you need to install. And of course, Metabox, which is a recent addition to the add-ons. If you're using WordPress to build course websites, you can also integrate it with LearnDash. If you need multiple languages, Polylang and WPML plugins are also compatible with Gridbuilder WP. So these are the more notable things about the add-ons. Before we go into the tutorial, you must note that the ultimate license, which is the highest one, if you're getting the lifetime deal, it's only up to 100 websites. If you are an agency, you need probably 200, 300 websites, then you might want to get the annual plan instead, which is still quite a steal if you compare it with the Facet WP. And of course, if you get it at this price, this is 40% off. When you renew it, it's this exact same price, so it won't be an additional 40% off this price, of course. Okay, let's get right into the tutorial itself. So once you've installed Gridbuilder WP plugin, you've entered your license and everything, you come to all grids, and then you want to create a new grid. So you can name it my grid, then you can add in a CSS class. So if you want to add in customize CSS or JavaScript, this CSS class is important to remember. And then just click Save Changes. Right, then they'll generate the CSS class and a shortcode, which you can then use in Gutenberg or any other page builders that are not natively integrated with Grid Builder yet. Okay, so in our case, to rebuild the e-commerce demo, or with that open, okay, I've already imported some sample data from WooCommerce themselves, so I wouldn't need to add in like dummy data and everything. So under content query, we will pick post types. We will choose products, remove posts, and then the ordering doesn't really matter, but I would want to probably post title. Yeah, probably allow it to sort by the post title in alphabetical order. Okay, we set ascending. Published. Everything else you can leave it as it is, but if you are, let's say you're using Gridbuilder WP to filter custom post types, then this is where you might want to fill in the custom fields to make sure that you are pulling the right data in. So maybe in a future video I'll do one with Gridbuilder, WP, and Letterbox, but not in this video. This video is just mainly for e-commerce. Okay, so I'm happy with this. Okay, maybe I'll set this to 8 instead, and then save changes. So yeah, you can also query users, which will be, I guess, good if, let's say, somehow you want to show the number of users in your website. But in this case, we're going to go for post types, products. Media formats, I'll leave it as the default, but here you can set up other options, which I wouldn't go into in this video. Next will be grid layout. To do exactly as the demo, we will need the Metro one, but if you want it to be a bit more dynamic, you can use either masonry or justified, which I believe their portfolio demo is using, yes, it's using masonry. Yeah. So if you want something like this, if you're doing it for a portfolio, then you might want to use the masonry layout type. But for this case, I'm usually going to use the Metro one. You can set it to full width if you want. You can override cut sizes and then set it as you want, but I'm not going to do that. And then for columns, because it's going to have a sidebar, so I'm going to set for the highest viewport to be only 4 columns, and then of course if it's a laptop size 1200 pixels, it'll be 4 columns. If it's a tablet, I want it to be 3 columns. If it's a tablet in portrait mode, I want it to be, I think, 2 columns. And then for the phone size, landscape mode, yeah, 2 columns is fine. And then on the phone itself, I want it to on the portrait size, on the portrait layout for mobile, I want it to be 1 column. Then you can even set the breakpoints. So in this case, I think I will set it as 320. 320 is a little bit small, right? The tree that set is 375. Save. At any point, you can always preview, so it already has some sort of a layout that you can see. So at different breakpoints, you can see that it's going to lay out according to how I set it. And yeah, the preview is pretty fast, very impressive. Okay, and then go down next to grid carousel. So if you want to set a carousel, this is where you can set it, but I'm not going to go into that. I'm going to set it to standard right now. Gridbuilder is when we have created our facets. So right now there's only the standard facets, but eventually we want to create all this different, everything that you see here are all facets, which are in a way it's filtering controls. That's what I'll call it. Cut styles, we will import a demo, which is this one. When you hover over it, the star rating will appear and the price will be covered by the add to cart button. So it's this particular layout, but you can import all if you want, right? I'm going to import all so you can see the different default or preset templates that you can use. So honestly, it probably covers most of the use cases that you might need. And the one that we're looking for is, and even this itself is powered by Gridbuilder. So if I were to type, I think it's spelled like this, yeah, chameleon, it loads right away. So this is the one that we want to use. Let me see whether I can. I don't think I can preview it. But yeah, this is the one that we're going to use for the grid, so that it looks exactly the same. Okay, default card, I'll search chameleon, set this. Oh, for some reason, following masonry card, if I set it as Metro. Oh, okay. cannot be set to chameleon. I guess it's preventing me from doing that because this particular card design is only available for masonry layout. Okay, let's go with masonry first, though I'm not sure why. It's going to look the same anyway. Yeah. So as you can see, it really looks exactly like how it is on the demo. I guess even if it's a masonry layout, if everything is the same height, it will still be organized in a neat column. Okay, so let's go ahead with this. Masonry layout. For the card style, I'm going to use chameleon, which has the effect that the e-commerce demo on their website is using. The star ratings are not appearing because these are demo products and there are no ratings on those products. That's why. Okay, for animation, on this demo, it's coming down from the top. So I'm gonna go for from top. Yeah, looks exactly like it. Yep. Okay, I'm happy with this. I'm gonna save change. Save the changes for loading. So this one is quite impressive if you ask me, because there are quite a lot of preset templates that you can use for the loader spinners. I'm going to use this because I imagine most of the users will be on mobile, and this spinner is quite universal for mobile apps and mobile websites. So I'm gonna go with this. You can change the loader color if you want to, and then it will change right here. So as you can see, it will change according to what I click. I'm going to reset it to the default one. Okay, save changes. And then if I want to add any custom CSS code, I can put it in here, or any custom JavaScript code, but I'm not going to do that. Okay, so we'll come back to the Gridbuilder part later, once we've done with once we are done creating the facets. And for the interest of time, I'm gonna import all the 8 preset types and then edit from there. So of course we'll need the pagination here. So we're gonna go to pagination and then go to behavior. Make sure there's pagination, it's numbered, all page numbers. So if you want it, so for example, in this example, right, there are 188 pages. So of course, if there are 188 pages for you to click on, right, that will be very, very overwhelming. So it's set to like this, like 1, 2, and then everything in between will be replaced with 3 dots. So in this case, it's numbered. We wouldn't want all the page numbers, but if you only have a few pages, then you can. Middle page sizes would be, I'm not quite sure what's this. How many numbers to either side of the current page? Okay. So for example, if I were to click on something like somewhere in the middle, right? And then how many pages do I want to appear? So right now it's only set to 1. So there's only 1 other page at each side of the current page. And all the other, there are many other settings that you can set here. You can set the dots page label to be different. You can set to like I don't know, 5 dots if you want it to be also, that's fine. You have navigation buttons, which are this. Okay. And then you can set a label. You can have no label if you want also. And then you can have a scroll to top button, which you don't have, but you can set it. So the scroll offset pixel option is how far do you want the user to scroll before the back to top button shows up. So I want to set it to maybe like 300 pixels. Save changes. Okay, let's go on to the next one, which is per page. Okay, so I'm going to go to behavior. So facet action is load per page, page options. per page options. So currently for this one is 16, 24, 32, 48. I'm going to set, because I have lesser products, so I'm going to set 8, 16, 24, and 32. Combo box. So combo box allows you to search. So when you click on this button, combo box looks something like this. Here, where you can search. So of course for the per page option, you wouldn't need the user to search. And if you have it, it might be confusing, and maybe if they're on mobile, they might accidentally click on the input field, causing the keyboard to open up, the mobile keyboard to open up and everything. So it's not very good user experience. So I'm going to disable this. Save changes. Go back to facets. Next one would be the sort facet. Let's see, okay, the sort one. Behavior, sort, and then you can add as many options as you want, but of course too many options will be a bit too overwhelming for the user as well. So in this case, I'm going to set, I mean for e-commerce you definitely need sort by price. You might need sort by title, but you definitely don't need sort by newest or oldest. So I'm going to remove, or rather I'm going to change this to by price. Lowest to highest. Then this one also by price, lowest to highest. Then I'm going to change these to custom field. And then here's where I'll search for WC, which stands for WooCommerce, and then I'm going to look at price. Same thing for this. Custom field, price. And lowest to highest will be ascending, and then whoops, this should be highest to lowest. Highest to lowest. Alright. Okay, everything else looks good. I can add more options if I want to, but I'm not going to do that. And then there's sort by none, which is the default one. And then I'm going to disable combo box as well. Save. Okay. Oops, should have clicked that. Anyway, let's go down to the next one, which is the number of products. Results count. Just going to change this to results count. Save. And the behavior. Okay, instead of post, we're going to go for one product found and from to of total products. So the from shortcode outputs this number. So because there's pagination, right? So you want to give the user a visual cue of what number of products you are viewing and how many products are there. Of course, in some cases you wouldn't need from or to. You just need like the total number of products. Because for example, if you are searching for something, right, you don't really need like this number. Why would I need to know which number is this? But anyway, I'm just going to leave it as such. Save changes. Facets. Next one would be the search bar. Okay, search. It's going to name it a search bar. And save this. Go into behavior. So it's a filter facet. It's a search field. And then instead of search type to search, I'm going to name the search placeholder as search all products instead. Search engine, if you have relevancy or search WP, which are separate search plugins for WordPress, you can select them here. But I don't have it installed. The default WordPress one is good enough. Search number, if you have, for example, 3,000 products, like in this demo, right, then you probably want to set a limit here. Search relevancy, turn it on, instant search. This is important because if not, if a person were to type something, they will have to press enter before the products will load. So in this case, you'll definitely want instant search to be turned on. Okay, save changes. Let's go on to the next facet. Product types, which is a drop-down. They don't have a drop-down by default, so I'm going to create a new one. It's going to name this as drop-down. Not sure why I typed Dropbox there. Save changes, and the behavior, it's a filter and a drop-down. Okay, so it's going to be a custom field because it's WooCommerce one. So this will be product types, which I think it's category. I think. Wait, is it custom field? I think it's taxonomy. Yes, not custom field. Sorry. So it should be product categories. Yep. And then this filter logic, I can set it to be in a way where I can select multiple ones, which in this demo it is, or I can set it to just one. Oh, sorry. The logical combination is, do I set it to, let's say if this product is anklet and unband, and then let's say this is anklet. If I were to select anklet and unband here, only the one that fulfills the logic of anklets and unbands would appear. So this one doesn't have unband, right? This product wouldn't appear. So that's the logical part. To keep it simple, we're going to set it to OR. So if let's say I were to select 4 categories, any product that is under any of the category will appear. Hope that makes sense. Okay, and then multiple selection if you want, which is like in this demo. I'm going to set it yes. I'm going to turn it on. Everything else, I'm going to keep it as default. Okay, save changes. Let's go on to the next one, which is radio buttons. Is there a radio button here? No, there's no radio button here as well. Radio buttons. I'm going to save it first. Filter, radio. Then this would be also product styles. I don't think there are that many different taxonomies for me to choose. So I just set by product tags. Okay, everything else I will keep it as it is. Save change. Go on to the next one, which is checkbox. Are there any checkboxes here? No, there's no checkbox here. So I'm going to create a new facet, checkbox. Save changes. Yep, this is the one. I'm going to select product shipping classes, I guess. Save changes. And then I'll set this to OR again. Okay, go on to the next one, which is price range. Oh, yes, correct. Price range. Okay. So this will be a slider. Range slider. And this is probably one of the most popular facets in many e-commerce stores, since it gives you a very visual representation of like how much do I want to filter. So if my budget is $100, I want to only filter to $100, right? So this is a very iconic filtering control that you will want for your e-commerce site, right? So under behavior, filter, there's a range slider here, and there are many other different filters here that you can play around with, right? But in this case, we will look at, I think, custom field. Let's see, yes, custom field, and then WooCommerce price, and then the value prefix I want it to be a $sign. Step interval. So do I want it to be 50 by 50 cents? In this case, I guess it's 50 cents, yes. Or do I need to be $1? So I'm going to set it to $1. 1000 separator, comma, decimal separator, a period. But in this case, I wouldn't want people to go down to like so granular. Anyway, it's going to be hard for a user to go so granular on the mobile anyway. So I'm just going to leave it as no decimal places, and then reset label is there. Okay, save changes. I'm happy with this. The next one would be this on sale button. Okay, so it's just a button. I'm going to create a new facet again. Name this button, or buttons rather. Save changes. Select the buttons, and then this will be I think this is on sale, yes. Right. And then this would be logical combination OR again. Actually, for as best practice, right, it should always be OR, because if not, at some point, right, when a user selects many things to filter, right, they'll end up with no results. Yeah. So show empty choices, no. Show choice count, no. Okay. This, if you set it as none, if you leave it as empty, right, this all label will disappear, so that we can achieve just having one button on sale. So it only filter the products that are on sale. And then when you unselect it, you have all the different products, including those items on sale. Okay, so I'm going to leave this as blank. Save changes. Go on to the next one, which is ratings. Do we have ratings here? No, we don't have. So just create. Oh wait, we don't need ratings because our products are new. Okay, let's go for colors instead. Colors. Save it. Filter by color picker. And then this would be product color. Okay, logical combination OR. Save changes. Show empty choices, no. Show choice count, yes. And if you want to achieve something like this, where you can, I guess, allow people, like you know that you have a lot of products having the same color as pink, then you will want to set this. If not, it will be, I think it will be a multicolor or something like that. I'm not 100% sure. But if, let's say you are running an apparel e-commerce store, then you would want something like this. This would be good. So you can just reset it again. So save this and see how it looks like on the front end. And I think that's about it. Oops. Yeah, that's about it. Oh, there's a reset button. Yes. So I think I need to create another facet. And then this would be reset button. And it is a reset. Yeah. Okay, reset facets. Yeah, all. Okay. And then, since the cards are already configured, let's go and build the grid right now. Awesome. Okay, Gridbuilder. And then here is where you'll see all the available facets that you've created. So if you have multiple grids, facets that you create for other grids might also appear here. But I guess you can say that facets that you build for your site, right, should be able to be applied across different kinds of grids, different kinds of post types, or different kinds of products. But of course, if you want to make sure that you're using the correct facet for the grid that you want to build, you might want to name the facet better. So in this case, it's quite generic because there's only one grid here. But if you have, let's say, one grid for blog, one grid for your portfolio, one grid for products, then you might want to name your facets better. Okay, so now here's where the fun begins, I guess. Let's build from the top. So you want your total products to be here. That's where we'll put in the results count. Put it right at the top here. And then the sort facet to be at the side, where it's sort over here. Okay, I guess there is a small problem now. How can I set it to the side there? Okay, I'm not 100% sure how to do that, but I think there should be an option for us to set some sort of margin or something. Let's see. Is there... Okay. Let's build the sidebar first then. A little bit embarrassing, but yeah. So let's go with the search bar first. Followed by the drop down. Followed by radio buttons. Followed by checkboxes. Price range. Sorry. Buttons. Ratings no, and then colors. Okay, and the reset button of course. Load more, I'll leave it. Reset. Oh, there's a reset here. Okay, anyway. Selection no. Pagination yes at the bottom. Let's see. 100% sure how to achieve this other than to add some custom CSS code, but it's not allowing me to do it. Okay, I guess we can just leave it as such first. So pagination followed by sort per page, sorry. Okay, save changes. Then let's preview. Alright. Why is it looking so weird? Product order, search. Okay, it's not looking the best. Most likely because there needs to be some sort of customization there. Grid layout, let's go for full width, horizontal order, for the rows, yes. Equal height columns, yes. Spacing, it's going to be about 16 pixels, I guess. More like 8 pixels. 8 pixels, 8 pixels, 8 pixels. Let's preview it. Working a little bit better, but okay. I think we'll have to add some padding at the side here. Okay, let's go back to Gridbuilder. Let's edit the margin here. Or rather, we should edit the padding. Let's go for 16 on the right, 16 on the left. Let's maybe go for 16 on the right, 16 on the left, same thing for here. Save changes and preview. Okay, it's looking slightly better. And probably have to add in a flex CSS here to make sure that it distributes the child elements across. Okay, probably need to remove this label, add in labels for all this. They automatically created the colors, the color selections for you. So that's good. Then here are all the... Why does it look so weird? It might be because it's not pulling any styling at all. Let's try putting it on the front end. Let's see how it looks like. So let's go to edit and maybe add in the grid. Select the grid here, date, and then let's see how this looks like. Okay, it's not looking that bad, I guess. No, it can look a lot better, of course. For some reason, why is this? This is not a drop down. But yeah, it mostly works. The styling can be a lot better, and I think I will set it to be full width, so it will look better on the front end here. Okay, it's looking slightly better now, and probably a bit more padding at the sides would be good. Probably had to add in some CSS, but you get the idea of how it can look like. Okay, and I think this is a bricks problem, where for some reason this part is showing, which shouldn't be showing. That's what I'm guessing. Because in the backend I don't think it looks like this. Hang on, let me take a look. Yeah, it should only have this grid for some. Oh, okay. I think I know what I need to do. I need to create a separate shop page. Just add a new page. There's a shop, Gridbuilder, WP. Publish this, add in the grid, and this should look a lot better. Let's view this on the front end now. Yeah, it's not showing that thing really. Well, of course there needs to be some styling to be done. Maybe I'm not sure whether custom CSS would be too much of a hassle, but this is pretty much it. You can add to cart if you want to. I guess when you click on it opens up the image in the lightbox. Yeah, or whether it opens up the products in a lightbox. Yeah. So sorry, it doesn't look the best, but you get the idea about how you can actually create your own grid layout visually, right, with Gridbuilder WP. It might not look the best in this using bricks, because bricks is not compatible with Gridbuilder yet, I guess. Maybe eventually there'll be an add-on. But if you're using Oxygen or using Elementor, you'll be able to build the page to make it look a lot better. To make things like this selection look a lot better. Maybe the range slider to be a bit more aesthetically pleasing. Maybe even the paddings. I think the padding at the side, if I manage to fix the padding, right, it will look a lot better already. And for some reason, it's not the cards are not. It's not really. I'm not sure how to set the pixels between the cards. Hang on. Okay, I found out it should be set here. So if I set this to be 16 for the biggest breakpoint, It's gonna look a lot better. Yeah. So I think it's a bit, yeah, it's about 16. Probably want to set it to 16 for all of it, so it looks a lot more spaced out. I think the smaller breakpoints can be 8, but the larger ones should be 16. Yeah. Okay. I guess I'll do a different tutorial where I will style everything and maybe with oxygen or something, so that it looks a bit more aesthetically pleasing. Because right now it looks quite horrendous, honestly, because the spacing is not done right. It looks very basic. Looks like it's from 2000s. So yeah, if you are interested in building something like this, a layout. So of course I've only spent maybe about 20 to 30 minutes to build this layout from scratch with some of the pre-built templates. But if you have a lot more time to build out something on your own website, pretty sure you can build something much more aesthetically pleasing, right? A bit more beautiful layout and everything. So, but the default templates are really quite good. It's just a matter of whether you want to spend a bit more time to customize it to fit your brand. But yeah, I'm going to use this as an example, right? I'm showing you how fast it loads. So there's a spinner there. Okay, it looks very fast. If let's say I were to select anything for the radio buttons, it loads within a second or so, right? Then if you need to further filter things, look at how fast it loads. Of course, I guess they're using quite a fast hosting as well, so that probably plays a part as according to the developer of WP Gridbuilder. But nevertheless, you can tell that it looks fast. It's cleanly coded. It offers quite a good user experience, especially if you're running an e-commerce store, because having to wait for the site to load every time you set a different filter, right? It's not exactly the best user experience. Of course, if your website loads fast, it's fine. But if your website takes 2 to 3 seconds to load for each time the user filters, right, you're going to lose the user. And as you can see, right, it loads within the second, or even shorter than that. This will definitely increase the conversion rates of your e-commerce store, right? So if you're interested, you can grab this. You can grab the lifetime deal or the discounted annual license, depending on your needs. I'm going to leave the link in the description below. And of course, if you were to buy it with my affiliate link, I'll get a commission and no extra cost to you. And of course, it helps support future video creation and the YouTube channel, so that I can create more tutorials like this for you. Okay, if you have any questions, please leave in the comments below. If not, I'll see you in the next video. Thank you and bye.